he would have known automatically that man was going to enslave him. But he didn't know that. So unsuspecting, tragically innocent. But the European mind was being prepared to enslave the Africans. The aftermath of the crusade. 1455, Spain and Portugal goes to the Pope. The fight between the Africans and the Arabs in Spain had weakened the hold on Spain. One half of Spain is out from under the domination. Spain and Portugal, under African domination, began to have aspirations of its own. Portugal had freed itself from the domination in 1240. Now Spain is partly free of this domination. They go to the Pope, then the major arbitrator of disputes in Europe, and the Pope will tell them, you take the East, you take the West, you two good Catholic nations, stop fighting among yourselves. Then he would say, but a whole lot of people wish he never said because they want to deny it. Although it's so well documented, they can't deny it. You are both authorized to reduce to servitude all infidel people. A lot of people get ill at ease when I say in their proclamation of what they intend to do, all religions are good. But in looking at what they actually do, all religions are godless and atheistic. All religions, East and West, have sometimes called on their deity to bless their enslavement of other people. The enslavement of a people is an ungodly act. You cannot be God and an enslaver at the same time. Atheistic meaning no God. If he's with you in enslaving other people, then you have taken the godliness away from him. This is why the brothers in Islam are ill at ease about the Arab slave trade that is still going on, but they choose to ignore. And when you furnish the documents on it, they turn off their antennas and walk away. But the Arab slave trade that had been going on for 1,000 years before the European slave trade partly set up Africa for the European slave trade. 1482, a little-known expedition came along the coast of West Africa and forced themselves in, began to build these slave forts. Christopher Columbus was in that expedition. He says, as man and boy, I sailed up and down the Guinea coast for 23 years. What was he doing with the Portuguese up and down the coast of West Africa for 23 years? He was in the early Portuguese slave trade that started as early as 1438. Now on Columbus Day, when you're stepping high, please remember that. Our tragic Holocaust did not get well underway until 1492. You cannot have a slave trade unless you have something for slaves to do. But the opening up the plantation system of the New World, the forest is to be pushed aside. You had plenty of labor with the wholesale murder of the Indian population, the indigenous population, and the replacement of that population with the Africans on the insistence by Christopher Columbus. Read Father Bartholomew de las Casas' work, The Devastation of the Indies, and another work, little known by Father de las Casas, called Tears of the Indians. But what is forgotten is the fact that for 1,000 years in inner West Africa, called the Western Sudan, great independent states still existed with universities, great scholars at Saint-Corey, the city of Geni, or Dijon, almost a university city, the great administrative city of Gao, Timbuktu being the major administrative commercial city, ruled over by caliber African rulers. Suni Ali Bar, Muhammad bin Abdullah, Muhammad Ituri, between them maybe two of the finest rulers in Africa in the last 2,000 years. Ruling states much better than the Europeans of that day. In Lady Lugard's book, A Tropical Dependency, she calls Muhammad Ituri one of the greatest rulers of state of all times. Heinrich Bach, in Travels and Discoveries in North and Central Africa, calls him one of the great civil administrators who ever lived. There's also a good biography in a book called Great Rulers of the African Past. What I'm trying to say to you is that no African state ever could rule over, invaded by the Arabs, the Greeks, the Romans, and subsequently the Portuguese, the Spanish, and the English. No African state was in chaos. These states were intact. They did not restore any order. They created disorder. They declared war on the culture. They declared war on the way of life. And the thing that's reverberating right now is we sooner or later are going to have to deal with, or our own children are going to drive us out of our home. They colonize the image of God. I started as a young Baptist Sunday school teacher. What made me have some question that someone would write a book called the Bible that's supposed to be for the whole world. There's not a Chinese picture in it. There's not a Japanese picture in it. There's not an African picture in it. And the Bible unfolds partly in Africa. You don't see an African picture. You see, Zipporah goes, Moses going down to Ethiopia marries Zipporah, the first of his numerous Ethiopian wives. Moses gets white, Zipporah gets white. You see somebody going down to Kush, present-day Sudan, they get white. People going down to Punt, present-day Somalia, they get white. I've traveled in all those areas, especially the Sudan. I've seen some of the most handsome blue-black people in the Sudan. If they are still velvety blue-black now, what were they 3,000 years ago? Now, what was the aftermath of our Holocaust? Far more devastating than the affair in Europe. It was the murder of hope. It was the murder of aspirations. It was the murder of potential. When you kill a man and a woman, you kill a gene pool. It's the murder of a generation. Just kill one man and one man and one woman. All right, use your imagination a little bit. One man and one woman, suppose they produce 6 children. How many children can the 6 produce? So when you kill a man and a woman, a productive man and a woman, you have killed a generation. And they killed them wantonly. They began to rape on the shores of Africa, rape on the boat, rape on the plantation, the transformation of a people. They have colonized the image of God to the point where you think no deity can look like you. They've colonized advertisement. When you look at an advertisement, some woman advertising, selling toothpaste with her perfect teeth, and she's white. That tells you that none of us have teeth good enough to advertise toothpaste. We're advertising stockings. And the body is white. They're saying that our women don't have good enough legs to advertise stockings. And you know that's a lie. A minority, a numerical minority has psyched the whole world into thinking that the world waited in darkness for them to bring the light. They brought no light, no place. The greatest bunch of mass murderers the world has ever known. As a result of their Holocaust, most of the indigenous population of the Americas were destroyed. Now, thousands of them are soaked in alcohol, and some of their women are in prostitution. Everywhere they go, they bring no light, but put out the light. Very soon, we will be awakening to the fact that